All right. When you guys cut curly hair, anybody cut curly hair? Anybody really, really good at it, or you struggle with it? Most people struggle with it, right? There's some basic techniques and basic tricks that when you work with curly hair, like getting pins out helps too, right? Can you get those pins out for me? All right. When you work with curly hair, you cannot cut it the same way you cut straight hair. It won't work. You know, you'll cut it, but it won't look right. So when you look at a strand of curly hair, it twists and it wraps into itself. You have to learn to cut the curly hair into the crescent. So if you take the curly hair and it's twisted this way, and you cut it back over here, it's going to make it frizzy. If you cut it with the crescent, the curl is going to cut into itself and be set. And that's what I was showing yesterday. Is your hair really curly or kind of curly?
My hair's wavy.
Wavy? Okay. I'm going to mist you down, okay?
Okay.
All right. This is Pravana's Intense Therapy. It's a cutting lotion.
Okay.
It's a anti-frizz. It's a detangler. It's a pre-wrap for perms. It evens out the hair for the porosity for color applications.
Yeah, like
We'll dry you back in the boots when we get done. Smells good? Yeah, that's good stuff, right? This is one of my favorite products that Pravana makes. All right. You comb me out real quick.
Okay.
You okay?
Okay.
Am I hurting you?
Okay.
All right. She says she doesn't really have a part that falls wherever, so
I'm going
to pull it back and take a peek at it.
You're on the right street, baby.
All right, they said I have 15 minutes. Let's see if we can give a 15-minute cut.
Really
You like your length, right?
then, okay?
All right, I won't even cut the length. We'll cut all interior.
Huh?
The length we'll save, and I'll just change your shape for you. And you guys will see that sometimes you don't have to cut all the hair to do a haircut. So examining the hair, we see that she has a longer in the back and a little in the front. But it's really heavy back here, right? So she goes to wear it curly. It's going to be really thick in this area, right? It'll be really thick in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate that. Watch. You ready? I'm going to leave your length. I won't touch your length.
Okay.
I'm going to change your layers so when you wear it curly, it has better shape, okay? Look down a little bit for me. Let me get my clips. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn about 1 inch from the hairline at the bottom down here, right to the O-bone. I'm going to pull it straight out at a 90. You know 90, right? 90 straight out. That's not a 90. That's a 90. And so you guys can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull it this way and stand beside. I'm going to pull it straight out. And she's cut almost at a slight 45. I'm going to increase that 45 to here. You guys can see, right? Hopefully. And this is going to be my first cut right here. I'm going to work my sections left to right. I pull it straight out. Cut that angle. 15 minutes isn't a long time for a haircut, is it? And what I'm doing is I'm cutting with the curl so that it'll curl into itself. That's why I have a jerky motion. It's something I kind of developed over time. All right, can everybody see what I'm doing? No, you're fine. All right, so that's my first section. It just gives you a little bit of movement towards the bottom without putting a hole in it. All right, I'm going to drop the whole top section down, guys. That's the last time I'm going to section off the hair with clips. I take the apex parting. The apex where the comb sits flat on top of the head, right? When you go to the 4 quadrants. I'm going to take the center part, separate it off. The center part, separate it off. Now I'm going to work in sections of 3s. Now I'm going to go on top of the O-bone, a center parting. And I take big partings on curly hair because distance equals length. Length, when I pull curly hair in, it actually makes the lines diffuse, and so you use stair steps. Don't want stair steps on curly hair, you want it diffused. I pull it out. I'm going to continue that same angle. Make sure my fingers are shoot at a 45 up. That's section 1. I cut in 3s. I take big sections when I do it. This is my section 2. And my section 3 is right above the ear. I'm still pulling it out at a 45. I work back the other side. My middle section was 1. All right, can y'all see the shape how it's taking shape already? Right, you see that? It's better already, right? We haven't done much. Can y'all see the difference? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the apex and catch this angle here. I know the apex is right here because that's where the comb sits, right? But you get that flat spot. I'm going to take that as my next section. Continue that 45. Y'all see that line you have in here? I'm going to get rid of that. I'm using the top of her head, this layer right here she already has. That's my top guide. Now work in threes, guys. 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is going to kind of mess your head up a little bit maybe. We have two parts of the head we haven't cut yet, right? The left and the right. I have 2 sections left, that's it. I'm going to burn the hairline, take a 45 back to the back where I left it. I'll show you guys this side too. And this becomes one section of hair. I'm going to cut it as one section. I'm not going to separate it all out. I connect my guide from the back corner where I started in the back. My 45 is back in here. There it is. I'm going to work that section all the way up here. That's section 2. And section 3 becomes that section, not much left to cut. Can you see? All right. For over here, the section was just like this. We're going to burn the hairline and drop it out. Once you cut the hairline, put a hole in it, you can't put it back. I've got to turn my back to you to show you. This becomes one section. All that's one section. See how it lifts it up and it separates it? One more trick. Ready? The way I get rid of that little bit of bulk that's right here, because we left a little bulk right there, I'll show them first and I'll show you guys second. The flat of the head here, above the parietal, above the side of the head and the top of the head, you got that weird angle. I'm going to use that odd angle, that 45 on the head is what I call it. I'm going to pull it up, elbow to the ceiling, fingers to the floor. Really important. I'm going to come back up, and when this piece of hair right here becomes my guide, when it falls into my knuckle back here where you don't cut, you just did fresh Vivids, didn't you? When did you do your Vivids? I got Smurf fingers.
4, 2, 3 days ago.
If y'all can see in the middle, when this piece hits into my middle knuckle and starts to fall at the back of my hand, that's where I'm taking my section. Then you lay it down, and it gives you a visual guide for the rest of your haircut. I work that section all the way to the back and around to the front, and we're done. All right, I'm going to work around the back. Same sectioning, that flat part of the head. Still working in threes. Piece fell out. There's 1, 2. I couldn't do this if I didn't have my basics mastered. I'm going to turn away from you guys so you can see the same sectioning. So if I cut my fingers to the floor, my elbows to the ceiling, I can't do that over here. So I changed my body positioning. I'm going to start right here. So I already have my guide established. Pull it up. That piece just fell out. Did you see it fall out? Can you all see? Is my angle up? Working around over here. All right. You see how it's going to move? Can y'all see that? When she goes curly, it's not going to have any holes in it. Lots of natural movement. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Real simple, basic haircut. Now, there's a lot of tweaking we can do inside there. That is a basic curly cut that I teach all my first entry-level hairdressers at my salon. Our salon has a reputation for doing curly hair. We have a major reputation in the curly department. If you go to naturalcurly.com and look up a Salon Purple, you'll see people rant and rave. This is my basic shape we start with. And from here, we tweak everything else. What's your name again? Danielle? Hey, y'all give Danielle a big hand, would you? You come back to the booth, we can style you out back there. Hey, y'all stop by the booth back there all day. We're doing hair, we're doing color, we're doing cuts. Go to Pravana.com. All the online education's free. You can get color certified on the website. There's videos and tutorials. You can ask educators. You can ask the questions you want to ask. And I know that's been 3 minutes, and they just left me up here, didn't they? It's okay. Anybody have any questions?